That was nice of you. Thanks.
To deal with that spell immunity. And yeah, it is going to be a support Tiny. It's going to be a Sumail mid Prophet? Wow.
Those do not have true strike like your slashes did in the previous iteration. So a hero like PA will actually have 50% dodge to the entire Omni Slash. And in addition, that Lich ult, Lich Frost Shield, 60% damage reduction.
This is one where you can get the damage out, the spin from Arteezy. Nothing could stop his movement forward to Ramses, who came just a little bit too close.
So sure, if you're able to be the aggressor, you're going to be able to find kills, but that's a Tiny and a Juggernaut. I mean, crits just... You can't trade hits even though you're a roster with 79 base damage.
If this keeps going this way too, like eventually, okay, Sumail, okay, OG's getting real strong with those hits, and one more should do it. Wow. Sumail underneath the tower. No one. 6-star intelligence, but we're back up to top lane with the stun, but it's Virtus Pro. They're the ones to move forward, getting aggressive, but Arteezy's got the spin available. Body blocking up Ramses, looking for the extra damage. Roger will ensure the kill. Solo is holding onto his stick charges, and then they just turn around for more fights. Ramses has the life to survive and move forward to kill off Fly. Crit comes forward, but it's the attack from Solo, who gets revenge for his death previously. But I was more thinking, like, with these high levels... Oh, Sumail's dead again, I think. He's inside the Sprout. He'll break himself free so the creeps can see him. One more attack from no one will do the job. So much stolen intelligence. He hits like a truck, and Sumail... Now he's got to start thinking about, okay, where does he move?
That makes no one's dominance mid even more impactful, because all of a sudden he's twice the level of anyone in this lane. And he could be level 9 or 10 when these guys are still 4.
Tosses back Roger. The Frost Shield did come up, which means Arteezy's damage not as much as he would like into Roger, but he's still got enough. Find a crit, get a kill. A 1-for-1 trade-off, support for support.
He is level 6.
He's got no other choice, right? Or else he's going to keep feeding up. Bottom tower is going to be taken out by S4. The double catapult through the work, and he's actually looking for PA. PA can Phantom Strike out, but then again, that Surge. Darkseid's got 4 points up in Surge with the Prophet Ultimate. Sumail will join in and go against Pasha, sprouting him up and control him so S4 can just run further away. But Roger's moved into. S4 needs to use the fact to cancel that one out. Sumail has no way to escape back out. He was looking for the damage output, but he took so much more because the medallion was already available for the Beastmaster with Roar up and the Shackles. S4 with the shock, the ball from Pasha will find the kill. Not the greatest of chaining from Virtus Pro, but it works. But with Tiny hanging around, a lot more confidence for Evil Geniuses. However, not up on top. Virtus Pro is pushing. Omni Slash out with the silence. Shadow Shaman can do absolutely nothing to stop Arteezy getting that kill.
You gotta be careful if you're Artur, I think.
Oh, the Raw. Pasha needs to create some space. He's got the Hawk up in the trees. He's turning around to try and battle against Fly. Arteezy and Sumail will take care of the boars, but Pasha, the damage output. Fly just goes down and Pasha has no TP scroll. He knows he just has to walk this off.
About what items are optimal, and I think he made the right decisions here.
Even the sustain, like Arcane Boots to come in for the Tiny, he can start spamming up because you haven't got a lot of money into crit so far, so he's going to have a couple of mana problems, but that's why he works with the Darkseer. The Avalanche reaches down to the Lich, and the Iron Shelled up Hellbear Smasher doing some work, but he can't do enough as no one, the Vac from S4, cannot back away in time. You still have Lich dying. Now the Radiant Observer Ward around Roshan is brought down. Heavy vision control from EG on the northern side of the map, but that's why they're trying to do with this split push. So Ramses, hiding in the tree lines, shows himself with a Stifling Dagger, crit into range, and he's able to actually hit him with the Avalanche, which means the toss back into Arteezy, isolate him up with the follow-up silence. It's a trade-off kill. Actually, no, it's not. It's a Lich and a PA dying. Lich was forcing the mid out.
Because they don't have any vision in the enemy jungle. They're just blindly going to run up a high ground and hope they find somebody.
Oh, that's why they have Hawks. Beastmaster always his vision advantage, and he sees an isolated Juggernaut waiting for the camp to spawn up, but it doesn't, so he must know he's visible. Mass Serpent Ward's down. Beastmaster still has the Roar to lend in, and that's why they have the perfect chain stuns, combining with the Ether Shock. Arteezy brought down by Pasha. A large amount of money for him, but the rebuttal's coming in on bottom lane. A double damage Tiny surged forward, looking for an opening. Samel will join him, TPing into the tree line over on the side, but the push, it's the 4-star saving his life. The Frost Shield will slow him down, but S4, he's so fast with Surge. Solo has to let the ulti go, but they won't really get the bounce off it. Samel just backed off, and they still have to follow up slows. Evil Geniuses, another avalanche through. It connects over on the Shadow Shaman, and the Soulbind connects them all together. Toss up, throw them around, but where's this kill damage? No one's still alive. Drops the Eclipse. EG took way too long to find the kill they wanted. All they got was the Lich, but they did not get the OD. 4-star forward, catching out Samael. Fly will hang around. No one will turn around to join that fight, but with a buyback in from Tiny, do they worry about this? Pasha doesn't have his draw up, but everyone is available here from VP. So you just go for it. Crit's going to look for the same thing up on top for Ramses. Phantom Strikes once again, back to that range creep.
See, so I like this from no one. Oh, whoa.
Oh, Raw. They actually found Nature's Prophet, Samael, underneath the Hawk. Wants to TP out, but the vision's available. I think he actually just dies from the Astral.
He's going for a build I don't see very often on Prophets nowadays, the Orchid Rush. And S4's Darks here, after such an incredible start, he's fallen off. And part of that is just because of how much he's been rotating.
Yeah,
this is
top lane.
Oh.
S4 slowed up too much. The damage output.
Yep.
It's amazing how much it is from Pasha. A full Solar Crest to go with his Vlads.
He is farming more at the moment than any other hero in this game. And depending on how you view Juggernaut as a hero against what VP has, you're probably confident of your EG.
We're playing in Ring of Rosie right now. EG smoke up, they'll move over, and if they get up the hill, they'll find Ramses. The blur is out, but of course it instantly disappears as they come in range. A quick Omni Slash and find the kill, but the rest of Virtus Pro, they're coming up as well. Virtus Pro, they want to back out. They do not have buyback on the PA, and an isolated Beastmaster. Orchid up for the Chain Frost. Back in for the wall. No one. Now that BKB. How big will the OD be? The Shackles in the back lines. There's no effect from Samael because Roger just locked down Samael, but that's why buyback and TP back in. Nature's Prophet will always be back in the instant front lines. Thanks to that global TP ability, but it looks like EG, they're kind of happy with getting out of here, but they couldn't do it. Crit gets visible thanks to the Hawk. The Roar will cancel the TP away to safety.
No buyback on Crit either. I think as soon as PA responds, you can just go straight to Roche if you're VP. I feel like if we were to get a stat on that, the number of times we've seen Dire trade the tier 2 bottom for Radiant getting Roche, it's got to be in the tens of thousands now. Yep. We've had a lot of Pro Dota games. I like this. VP, immediate smoke after Roche.
Virtus Pro take the tier 2 tower in mid, and already they have to retreat. Top lane was being pressured. Was the Juggernaut doing that? Nice scan from Dire. EG no, but Crit, he's still walking into it. Is he trying to bait this one? The Soulbind's out from Fly. They can get the double silence off, but no one just BKBs. S4 has to surge away, but the Eclipse! Crit and S4! Say goodbye, Sunny Jim. TZ's at least able to spin out this one. He has Omni Slash available. A lot of units to work against. Does he just let it rip? Maybe now while the Chain Frost is bouncing back over to him. He can't get away. Samael's trapped in both wards and his own trees. That's what gave him the vision inside. No buyback for Samael. This looks horrendous. The BKB's off cooldown in 13 seconds time. Okay, TP's already going out from Shaman. He won't be involved in this one. But a full Scythe of Vice 25 minutes in for OD? You can feel like no one still wants more. The BKB is off cooldown. Yep.
Aegis control is everything, and all of a sudden, you have a level 20 Beastmaster and OD parked outside your base, and I have no idea how you fight them.
You kind of don't. Prophet's taking the tier 2 tower up on top. S4 wants to delay it with a vac wall. He'll only end up catching one, and the Hex onto Tiny came so quickly. They'll drop the Sanity's Eclipse, and Tiny, the Crimson Guard, won't protect him. Even the Sinister Gates pulled S4 back into the fight, so no one with 24 stolen intelligence and the jump forward. It's a blink on Shaman at the Shackles. This may just be the game right now. They're battling under the Mass Serpent wards. The push on top lane. Samael refuses to be involved. He may be able to take something. Nope, Ramses TP's back. He'll get the defense off, but still, bottom lane of Rax is taken.
I've seen other jugs go, say, Yasha into the Battle Fury, just so that they have that, you feel much more confident cementing your lead in the mid game and actually taking objectives pushing the limits versus just farming passively.
He really wants this, but that's a double damage over on Ramses, jumping in deep. The Soul Bind is quite decent, and Shaman's already popped off. The Chain Frost will be dispelled, but Crit, the damage output onto him is just way too much. The courier flew over from EG, it flew over the observer board that's inside their base, and while
VP's 5, they know it.
While they didn't use the smoke that was on the courier, they still ended up smoking, and the courier was revealed.
What a BKB!
He had the BKB. He knew they would jump in on him. Crit, the Sprout tries to protect him from Sumail, but it cannot do anything. Chris out 50 seconds. The Stifling Dagger split out, and the Eclipse. They just can't walk away. Evil Jesus Sinistergates dragging S4 back in. He wanted to fight around his own wall. The TP, no, the Shackle. It cancels it out. Hex up Arteezy. He's down for the count. Buyback is available, but really, this game, it's over.
God.
Like, VP are way too strong, and they're going to come for the GG push now.
And Ramses just casually, he's like, you know what?
Well,
I just got my BKB, I'm trying to use it.
Ramses is a professional player. Let's just throw that one out there from your 2 examples you had.
Oh, that's just game. All right.
Tier 4 towers, they're already going down. A Crimson Guard protection from S4 will delay things up a little bit, but you know they want to fight again, and the intel is still built up. It's 44 intelligence on the OD. He wants to fight. The spin damage is actually quite good, but now the Shackles control even better. GG, well played. Virtus Pro, they look strong, they look in control, and Evil Geniuses, well,
man,
they need a plan that they're all together on.
Looks like it's going to be another Prophet mid. This is going to be Sumail's 3rd game career on Nature's Prophet, all in this tournament. Yep. He's now 1-1. He did have a great game against Alliance on that Prophet yesterday.
This is the new status quo for this tournament. It's just one team aggro tri-laning, and traditionally you've got an offlaner
flies in trouble.
Waves.
Flies in a lot of trouble. But the rolling boulder from Roger, it doesn't connect, but at the same time it means he doesn't get stunned up by Fly. So, small mercies, Illuminate's available, and the target, Fly doesn't move off the line, and Roger, he's going in pretty deep for it, finds the kill, and even has his rolling boulder to get away. Not to mention, he's actually down to 50 HP, so maybe even denial. That's also an OT, like, you build up your intelligence, Astral Imprisonment allows you to change around. Pugna's a little bit more straightforward, but is the idea behind Pugna? Oh, here we go again on bottom with a small kickback into the Illuminate. The supports are too far away from Arteezy. Crit and Fly rotated towards the west. Now Arteezy will get some space. 6 charges gave him the life to survive. Solo, the chain stun will be there. Crit and Fly working together to bring down Solo, but that doesn't stop Roger from going in deep on Arteezy. Again, the stick charges being burnt from Arteezy will give him the life. Reflex coming off cooldown, and Ramses, well, that's already done. Roger finds the kill on Arteezy. Support for core.
Yep. You don't have any wave clears, so you're forced to kind of just run in circles under tower, and that's your method of accelerating. Whereas Darkseer, he gets bonus, and look at this, Furion threatening the TP.
I love Pasha. The way he just played that was so damn good. He knew he's visible. Ramsey's in a little bit of trouble on bottom. Solo, a quick Illuminate, trying to get as much damage out as possible, but the chain's done. Fly, it's a great swell up, and Solo, even his run away, they cannot reach him, however. And the highest net worth over on Virtus Pro actually belongs to the Darkseer, 2.4 and a bit.
Look at this, Furion in some trouble. They know he took that rune.
Yep, that's why they move over. To slow him down, Roger's already got the kick and continue the control over on Sumail. Double damage or not, no one will bring him down.
This is one of the downsides about Furion. Just in this game, it was the same in the previous one where you're against this hero with this massive reach advantage. Earth Spirit now, PA previously. It's very difficult to survive because if you're alone, you're just fodder.
Tiny's TPing in, rolling boulder forward, over towards S4. They need a secondary Iron Shell to go to work, but Pasha, he doesn't have enough life to stay up, but Roger does. He can stick on top of S4, but does he really want to take on both of them? At the same time, mid, no one will go down as Fly works with Sumail to find the kill, and then they use the Wrath of Nature to get Roger at S4.
Nice.
Blocks the rolling boulder out, and Virtus Pro are the ones who are giving the early kills over to Evil Geniuses. 7-3 on the board. The top 2 net worth currently belong to EG.
And this game is just going so much better, mostly in part to just the solo lanes. You know, all of a sudden EG isn't outmatched in either one. And Connell,
Yep, rolling in from Roger. Ramses wants to try and help out, but that big stun from Fly. But no one, he'll rotate in, looking for the kill over on PA, sucks out the last bit of life, while Roger and Ramses focus on Fly, and they will find that kill.
Yep.
A quick rebuttal, as we would expect from Virtus.pro.
Like, that's the kill you really want if you're EG. Opens up the tower as well. And look at this Arcane Rune Pugna. He's going to get so much damage on this mid tower as well.
They come in to fight once more. And with S4, with these early game items, just like game 1, face boots and drums, they can move really quickly. The Crepify from no one. He'll get back underneath the tier 1 tower. And how much life has he got? TP support's on the way, but with the Wrath of Nature and all the burst damage they have, there was no keeping that Pugna alive.
Because you have someone active, beefy, that's going to constantly be running at enemies and got stuns, Toby. You've got some stuns.
You've actually got to toss in. Doom, just throw him in. He's holding that ultimate. Now he'll let it rip over on the Pugna. Wrath of Nature to ensure the kill. It's Crit who actually claims it as the Tiny. And that's a huge win for EG. They take the bottom tier 1 tower and the mid tower was denied. A pretty, it's a large amount of free space. He's almost caught up to the net worth of the Doombringer. He is ahead of the PA. In fact, now you say that, he's actually ahead of the Doombringer.
Yeah, but bear in mind, Doom deletes a hero from the game. And Terrorblade, like we saw this, VP invented the Doom counter in
Doombringer in real close. They got the disarm. They want to try and find the kill with the Ignis. Doombringer just walks back in, but he does get the Doom off over on the Darkseer. But this allows ES with the Magnetize to kill Fly off. So say goodbye to one hero on both sides. The denial? Really? No one? Sure, really. The illusions come over from the Darkseer illusions, chasing after S4. Another kick combining with the blast. Doom goes down. No one's getting so much money from this fight. Crit can go on a mega kill streak, but look at no one's aggression to work with the Keeper of the Light. They just get the drain and another kill in. No one will claim this one, and they want more. They want the Tiny. Nether Ward, it gets planted down. Crit doesn't look like he has got any intention of turning around, but the body block. It's the Darkseer illusion of the Grimstroke that's making it so hard to walk away that no one doesn't commit to the fight. Instead, they lose solo, maybe a little bit too deep, but Ramses taking the bottom tier 1 tower. Fortification will delay this, and Arteezy, does he really want to fight this? Sunder's available from Ramsey, so he can try and turn into Arteezy at the right time, but he needs teammates, and that's who's coming over. EG, sense it, back up.
5K ahead, what felt like less than 5 minutes ago, and all of a sudden we have an even game on our hands. S4's advantage has disappeared, and
no one took over 800 gold from that. Now they go to S4 with no Doom available.
Wow.
They feel it's the time to fight, but Terrorblade could not survive. Crit had the damage to finish the job, but the fact, the control, you've still got no one's Nether Ward, making it difficult for EG to really get anything out of this. Ramses, all right, he's the one to actually take it with the illusion. Sure, do it.
This game is tough because you're playing against a PA that's going... Next item is BKB. He's finished the Battle Fury. He's going to buy BKB. You've got meta, but no Sunder on the Terrorblade, but I agree with this decision. VP, you are not in a position to fight into a Phantom Assassin.
He's going for the rolling boulder, but there's the block from S4. Tries to kick him away, but Earth Spirit locked inside the Sprout. It's kind of worth the shot from Roger. He had the timing right.
Oh, look at the coddle.
Yep. On the run once again. This early Orchid pickup, actually just helps ensure the kill. It doesn't really make or break it.
I'd like to see, you've got this great ward, they scouted out the coddle, they see the Terrorblade, they should be able to counter that ward that Solo just placed as well. EG, you gotta be feeling good.
I have to get close enough for it. Fly already knew about the other one, so chop down the aggressive Observer ward. Roger jumps in a little bit deeper, gets a silence over on PA, but that's why Arteezy triggers the BKB, turns around to kill off the Ignis, and there's nothing they can do about it. In fact, you just soul bind up S4. He's in trouble and actually tossing away Solo. Blinding Light, unable to actually connect, so it's a 1-for-1 trade-off. But can Ramses actually get the Sunder off? He doesn't have a great target, but then again, he can just keep beating in through the Aegis Immortal off the PA, getting rid of anything else that's there. Roger, great rolling boulder forward. PA still continuously locked in that kick, flies through Arteezy and Samel. Arteezy wanted to jump back out again, but he doesn't get the opportunity to do so. Ramses still never finds the point where he wants to swap life because he's just been taking it all from Evil Geniuses. Solo will now finally die. Samel TP out, won't happen. Evil Geniuses, one by one by one. Ramses just pummels them down and the rest of VP finish him off. ES is able to continuously get like these chain stuns and kicks, so Evil Geniuses can't even walk away. And the one hero they thought they could get, like they were tossing tossing Keeper of the Light actually out of the fight. Now Crypt will get the toss around on no one. Another ward down, Sumel's there to help out, and one attack. Sure, that'll do it.
And I know I said cat and mouse, but I guess I meant more like Tom and Jerry. One of those scenarios where Jerry hides a mallet somewhere under a table and slaps Tom in the face.
But now they try something else. A 4-man smoke up. They're going to wrap around. The smoke breaks on the Earth Spirit. It was just, I think, in range of that Dire Observer ward. So EG are totally ready. Solo will break too. They jump down. No toss up, which means Keeper of the Light might be able to survive through this. No, he doesn't. S4 jumps down to find the kill, but Tunny's in the same amount of trouble. Metamorphosis burnt by the Terrorblade. Buyback comes in from the Keeper of the Light. Roshan's still got another 30 seconds before he spawns up.
The Battle Fury on Artur and a Doom. All three of these heroes are going to be forces as this game transitions.
He's going to go. Does he get around Fly? Fly's got the body block out right. Ramses with the Lincoln Sphere on him, looking for a fight, and maybe he has one. The rolling boulder forward. Damn, they kill off the Grimstroke quickly.
We got a DD.
S4, and yeah, Terrorblade. Where's that extra damage? The Vac back in again, and they've got everyone copy up. The Doom did go on the Terrorblade, but he got the BKB off as well. So EG haven't deleted that one hero yet. They're looking for the one, but it's Roger who turns on the Magnetize. S4 and Arteezy, the ears are ringing, and Ramses just surged forward. He goes after Sumel in the backline. Sumel TP out in time, barely makes it. Arteezy, the Aegis will burn, but in 8 seconds time, Ramses will have his Metamorphosis back. They've still got gems on the deck. The rolling boulder on again. Roger is what a great controller throughout this entire fight. Arteezy can't get the easy kill over on the Coddle just because he's got the coup de grace, but damn, 90 seconds with no Arteezy. There's no buyback available, and Metamorphosis is off cooldown. Sumel should consider himself very lucky he got to survive that. That's why he can add this pressure once again on the bottom lane. Darkseer will do the counter push, but it's Ramses who continues this aggression, and he almost had it up for that fight to begin. So a double lane of racks taken by Virtus.pro. You said it yourself, Kyle. Terrorblade is so much more of a threat to buildings than the PA is, and that just proves it.
You have the Abyssal now on Artur. The Courier did respawn, but I question whether or not he'll have enough damage. That Rapier he's got queued up might be necessary.
Are they going to look for this fight? Yeah, 25 on Arteezy. He's got a lot of crit to let go. They go after the Terrorblade. The silence is out, but then again, the Ignis makes it difficult for EG to continuously move forward, but that's why Nature's Prophet just TPs over the top. They'll end up killing off Terrorblade. No buyback available for both Ramses as well as Solo. Problematic to say the least. EG will have to go into a slight recovery.
It's going to be even more challenging for S4 to get off that spell.
This just feels so stupid. Crit gets pushed back, the blinding light. Make sure there's no fun.
You got to make a move quick if you're EG. There's so much output. Oh no, the Doom! It got Lincoln!
Already gone! No! It can't break with the Lincoln. Sumel's in the backlines once again. He does catch out the Pugner, but Ramses is the big one. Fighting underneath the Ignis with the BKB pressure up. Arteezy blinks up. He wants to get away. Buyback is available, but Ramses, he's an absolute beast. Actually cancelling the TP forward. I think they realize they've lost the top lane of racks. 3 heroes down without buyback. The two big cores are up, but PP, they want to end this now. They're going for the tier 4 towers. They know if there's any more buyback, they would have committed it, but it's the timing out on the Metamorphosis. They make the most of it, force the GG call out from EG, and 2-0 their way into the winner's bracket semi-final.
S4 a refresher, Toby. He blinked in, doomed the Lincolns, pop refresher, died immediately without buyback, and man, VP, they look great. They look fantastic. Even though they're behind in this game, their understanding of their win condition,